A single dad saw his older CEO at the next table, then realized she was his blind date the moment Ethan Walker stepped into the elegant downtown restaurant. His heart sank. Sitting only a few tables away was the last person he had ever expected to see outside the office. His CEO? She wasn't just any executive. Victoria Reynolds was the powerful woman who owned the company where Ethan worked as a project manager. A woman nearly 10 years older than him, known for her brilliance, impossible standards, and icy professionalism. Ethan immediately turned toward the exit, hoping she hadn't noticed him. But then his phone buzzed. The dating app notification made his blood run cold. Your blind date has arrived. Well, he looked at the profile picture one more time, then slowly lifted his eyes toward Victoria, who was checking the very same notification on her phone. At that moment, both of them realized the unbelievable truth. They were each other's blind date. If you believe that true love can appear in the most unexpected places, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Love Tales for more emotional stories that warm the heart. Ethan had never imagined that life could surprise him this way. 3 years earlier, his entire world had collapsed when his wife passed away after a sudden illness, leaving him alone to raise their 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Every morning began before sunrise as he prepared breakfast, packed lunchboxes, braided Lily's hair after watching countless online tutorials, and rushed to daycare before spending long hours at work. Every evening was another race against time, balancing homework, grocery shopping, laundry, bedtime stories, and the quiet moments when grief still found its way into his heart. He rarely complained because Lily's smile reminded him why he had to keep moving forward. But deep inside, loneliness had become his silent companion. His coworkers admired his dedication, though few truly understood the sacrifices behind his calm smile. The only person Ethan tried to avoid was Victoria Reynolds, not because she was cruel, but because she represented everything that felt impossible to reach. She was successful, wealthy, respected across the industry, and always surrounded by executives and investors. Rumors about her painted her as emotionally distant, someone who cared only about profits and business. Ethan had accepted those stories as truth. Victoria's life looked perfect from the outside, but appearances often hide the deepest wounds. Years earlier, she had devoted herself entirely to building the company after losing both her parents within a short period. Relationships never lasted because every man she met either feared her success or admired only her wealth. As the years passed, birthdays became quieter, holidays became lonelier, and business awards replaced meaningful memories. Her younger employees respected her, but almost nobody truly knew her. Neither Ethan nor Victoria wanted to stay after realizing who their blind date was. The situation felt embarrassing, awkward, and destined to fail before it even began, yet leaving would seem even stranger. So they remained seated, exchanging polite smiles while silently wishing the evening would end quickly. The first few minutes were painfully uncomfortable. They spoke about work, the weather, and the city, carefully avoiding anything personal. But as dinner continued, something unexpected happened. Without the office walls between them, both began to reveal pieces of themselves that no employee or executive had ever seen. Ethan spoke about Lily. He described how she insisted on wearing mismatched socks because she believed lucky days deserve colorful feet. He laughed while recalling the first time he tried to bake her birthday cake and accidentally filled the kitchen with smoke. His stories carried exhaustion, but they also carried unconditional love. Victoria listened quietly. She noticed how Ethan never described himself as a victim. Instead, every difficult memory ended with gratitude for another day with his daughter. For the first time in years, Victoria found herself smiling naturally instead of politely. Eventually, she shared parts of her own life. Victoria admitted that success had come with an enormous price. The larger the company became, the smaller her personal world had grown. Victoria realized that people often assumed she had everything, yet there were evenings when she returned to an empty penthouse that felt colder than any winter night. By the end of dinner, neither wanted the evening to finish. The following Monday, they returned to the office pretending nothing had happened. Ethan addressed her formally during meetings, while Victoria maintained her usual professional composure. Yet every brief glance carried the memory of a conversation that neither could forget. Weeks passed before they agreed to meet again, far away from expensive restaurants and Afifi.